संसारदावानलनिरलोका तराय कारुण्य घनाघनत्यम् प्राप्त सकलनगुणार्णवश वन्दे गुरुश्रीचरणारविन्दम् महाप्रभु कीर्तन नित्य गीता बादित्रमाद्यन्मन सोरसेना रोमाञ्चकम्पासुतरङ्गभाजो वन्दे गुरुश्रीचरणारविन्दम् संसारदावानलनिरलोका प्राणाय कारुण्य घनाघनत्यम् प्राप्त सकलनगुणार्णवश वन्दे गुरुश्रीचरणारविन्दम् श्रीविग्रहाराधन नित्यनाना सिंगारतन्मन्दिरमार्जनादौ श्रीविग्रहाराधन नित्यनाना सिंगारतन्मन्दिरमार्जनादौ युक्तश्च भक्तांश्च निजुञ्जतोऽपि वन्दे गुरुश्रीचरणारविन्दम् युक्तश्च भक्तांश्च निजुञ्जतोऽपि वन्दे गुरुश्रीचरणारविन्दम् संसारदावानलनिरलोका प्राणाय कारुण्य घनाघनत्यम् प्राप्त सकलनगुणार्णवश वन्दे गुरुश्रीचरणारविन्दम् चतुर्विधा श्रीभगवत्प्रसाद सद्वान्नचित्तान् हरिभक्तसङ्घान् चतुर्विधा श्रीभगवत्प्रसाद सद्वान्नचित्तान् हरिभक्तसङ्घान् चित्तैव तृप्तिं भजत सदैव चित्तैव तृप्तिं भजत सदैव वन्दे गुरुश्रीचरणारविन्दम् वन्दे गुरुश्रीचरणारविन्दम् वन्दे गुरुश्रीचरणारविन्दम् श्रीराधिका माधवयरपार माधुर्यलीलागुणरूपनाम्नाम् श्रीराधिका माधवयरपार माधुर्यलीलागुणरूपनाम्नाम् प्रतीक्षणस्वादनललोपाश वन्दे गुरुश्रीचरणारविन्दम् वन्दे गुरुश्रीचरणारविन्दम् वन्दे गुरुश्रीचरणारविन्दम् संसारदावानलनिरलोका प्राणाय कारुण्य घनाघनत्यम् प्राप्त सकलनगुणार्णवश वन्दे गुरुश्रीचरणारविन्दम् निकुञ्जजूनारतिकेली सिद्धै निकुञ्जजूनार रतिकेली सिद्धई जाजाली विद्युक्तिरपेक्षणीया कुंजूना रतिकेली सिद्धई जाजाली विद्युक्तिरपेक्षणीया तत्रातिदाक्षादति वल्लवश्यं वन्दे गुरश्रीचरणरविन्दं वन्दे गुरश्रीचरणरविन्दं वन्दे गुरश्रीचरणरविन्दं वन्दे गुरश्रीचरणरविन्दं संसारदावानललिलोका प्राणायकादिन घनाघनतं सप्तचकलन गुणान्नभश वन्दे गुरश्रीचरणरविन्दं वन्दे गुरश्रीचरणरविन्दं वन्दे गुरश्रीचरणरविन्दं साक्षाधरितेन समस्तशास्त्रैः युक्तस्तथा भापत एव सद्भिः साक्षाधरितेन समस्तशास्त्रैः युक्तस्तथा भापत एव सद्भिः किन्तु प्रभुता प्रिय एव तस्य वन्दे गुरश्रीचरणरविन्दं किन्तु प्रभुता प्रिय एव तस्य वन्दे गुरश्रीचरणरविन्दं संसारधामानललिलोका प्राणायकादिन घनाघनत्यं सकलनगुणार्णवश वन्दे गुरश्रीचरणरविन्दं यस्य प्रसादात् भगवत्प्रसाद यस्य प्रसादात् न गति कुतोऽपि यस्य प्रसादात् भगवत्प्रसाद यस्य प्रसादात् न गति कुतोऽपि गायं स्तुवं तस्य यशस्वी सन्धं गायं स्तुवं तस्य यशस्वी सन्धं वन्दे गुरश्रीचरणरविन्दं वन्दे गुरश्रीचरणरविन्दं वन्दे गुरश्रीचरणरविन्दं वन्दे गुरश्रीचरणरविन्दं संसारतापानललिलोका प्राणायकादिन घनाघनत्यं सकलनगुणार्णवश वन्दे गुरश्रीचरणरविन्दं वन्दे गुरश्रीचरणरविन्दं वन्दे गुरश्रीचरणरविन्दं वन्दे गुरश्रीचरणरविन्दं वन्दे गुरश्रीचरणरविन्दं शारदावानललिलोका
The following is a class on the Srimad Bhagavatam, 6th Canto, 1st Chapter, text number 42, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on June 8, 1976, in Los Angeles.
Translation. The sun, fire, sky, air, demigods, moon, evening, day, night, directions, water, land, and the Supersoul himself all witness the activities of the living entity.
Sujogni khang marudeva soma sandha ahani disha khang ku sayang dharma iti hi ete jayhasa saksina. In the Christian religion, they do not believe karma, that I did something in my past life. Where is the evidence that I did something, therefore I am suffering? They take the analogy, just like a criminal in the court is convinced when there is sufficient witness. Not that I have complained against you and you go to the court, you are punished. No. My charges against you should be corroborated by sufficient witness. So the Christian religionists, they do not believe in the next birth, transmigration of the soul, or something like that. But they do not believe also in the fruitive activities, resultant action of our past life. This very word, witness, it is my personal experience. I was a student in the Scottish Churches College in Calcutta, and we had to attend half an hour Bible class. So, Dr. W.S. Harcourt, he was teaching, Reverend Dr. W.S. Harcourt. He said, I remember, that where is the evidence? The Hindus believe in the karma, but where is the evidence that I did it? The answer is here. That we may not compare our inefficiency with the arrangement of the Supreme Lord. Now, God has kept so many witnesses. How we can escape? Here is the least of witnesses. Surya, first of all, the sun. So, how you can escape Surya's light? You cannot escape. So here is one witness. Then Agni, fire. Then Khang, the sky, where there is no sky. Here we are sitting, there is sky. And there is light also. Then Marut, air. Deva, who is Deva? Demigod, yes. Then Soma, at night there is moon. Sandhya, evening, or noon. Moon is also Sandhya. Sandhya means junction. When the night is going away, the day is coming early in the morning, that is also Sandhya. When midday, the forenoon is passing, the afternoon is beginning, that is also Sandhya. Three Sandhya. Three Sandhya. We have to chant Gayatri Mantra 3 Sandhya, and in the morning, in the midday, and in the evening. That is 3 Sandhya. Jasya prasadat bhagavat prasada, jasya prasadat nagati kutopi. What is next line? 3 Sandhya. This 3 Sandhya. And in the morning, midday, and in the evening. So every Sandhya is witness. Sandhya, ahani, day and night together, whole day, 24 hours, ahani. Ahani, ahani, loka gacchanti jama mandiram. This ahani. Every day, hundreds and thousands of living entities are dying. Sheshasidam icchanti kimasajya mata param. Still, when he is not dead, he is thinking, I will not die. I will live. This is the wonderful thing, most wonderful thing. Everyone should be prepared for death. Death is inevitable. So, Disha and 10 directions. North, south, east, west, the 4 corners, 8, and up and down. There are 10 directions, so where you will go? Everywhere there is witness, you cannot escape. Kanku, Sayang, what is Kanku? Water and earth, yes. So, how you can escape God's eyes? Sarvato panipadastat, sarvato chakshu. Everywhere God's eyes are there. So, you cannot escape. You are wanting witness, here are so many witnesses. How you can hide your sinful activities? That is not possible. You can hide yourself from the material laws, that the police has not seen me, then I will escape. No. In God's law, you cannot do that. That is not possible. So you should remember it, that when we act sinfully, then there are so many witnesses, and we have to be punished. You cannot escape. Sang, these are so many God's witnesses, and over and above them, Sang, the personality of Godhead in his super soul feature. Super soul means God is present in everyone's heart. Not only heart, he is everywhere present, even within the atom. Annantarasang paramanuchayantarasang ekapasau rachayatam jagadanna koti jachaktirasti jagadanna chaya jadantang annantarasang paramanuchayantarasang govindamadi purusam pramanvaya. The Lord, in order to maintain this material world, how he has expanded, it is described in the Shastra. Ekapasau rachayatam jagadanna koti. Jagadanna means this universe. Anda, it is egg-like. Anda means egg-like. Jagat Anda, the universe. So that universe is not one. We are seeing only one universe with our these naked eyes. But when we see through the eyes of Shastra, authority. Shastra Chakkhusha. This is basic knowledge. That don't be simply after your these defective eyes. What is the value of these eyes? There are so many things. Just like this morning we are discussing. You take photograph from the sea, what you will see? But there are many millions of fishes within the sea. What you will take photograph? They say that we have taken photograph of the moon planet, there is no life. What is the value of this photograph? Can you take photograph in the water? How many fishes are there? So what is the value of your photograph? This is the difficulty, that these rascals do not accept that they are defective. That is the difficulty. With their defective senses, they are thinking we are perfect because we have got a photograph, telescope, therefore it is sufficient. It is made by you. You are defective, and whatever you make, that is defective. This is the conclusion. This is the right conclusion. A blind man, if he creates some telescope, can he see? You are blind, what you can see? But they are taking evidence we have seen with photograph, with telescope. So these questions were never raised. We are now raising this question. And they are passing on. No, this is not the process. The process is Shastra Chakkhusya, Shabda Pramanam, that is basically. Shabda Pramanam. Just like you are sleeping and somebody is coming to kill you with knife. So, how you can take precaution? You are sleeping. But some of your friend or relative, get up, get up, get up, there is enemy, there is enemy, immediately wake up. That means you see with the ear, not with the eyes. The real seeing is through the eyes, through the ears. Suppose one does not know who is his father. So, how he can see the father? Through the ear, not with the eyes. That is not possible. The mother says, my dear child, here is your father. And you see through the eyes, here is my father. So therefore, real eyes, the ear, not these eyes. Real eyes. That is real seeing. Therefore Shastra says, Vedic knowledge, that Shastra Chakkhusya, Pashyati Jnana Chakkhusya, one can see by the eyes of knowledge, not by these blunt eyes. This is useless. You cannot see. And how you can see through the Shabda, Shastra means Shabda, through the ear. My Guru Maharaj used to say, don't try to see a saintly person by your eyes. You see a saintly person by the ear. Because if you hear from the saintly person, and if he is speaking from the experience which he has had from the another saintly person, this is called Guru Parampara. Then the knowledge is perfect. Yesterday, the Jamaduta said that it is Susuma. Never said, I have seen it. Vedu Narayana Sakshat Swayambhu iti Susruma. We have heard it. Vedu Narayana Sakshat, he never says, I have seen it. No, it is Susruma. Oh. So this is experience, real knowledge. Veda Narayana Sakshat. Veda is directly Narayana. So, Narayan, you can see Narayana. You can hear about Narayana. Savanam Kirtanam Vishnu. Vishnu is Narayana. This is the beginning of understanding Narayana. Savanam Kirtanam. Never says by seeing, by touching, by licking up. No. You cannot say. That is not experience. Real experience is, it is Susuma. So, if we take our knowledge that there is no witness what we did in our previous life, that is nonsense. Here there is so many witnesses. It is Susuma, here. You cannot say there is no witness. You hear from the Vedic literature how many witnesses are present there for all your activities and how they are becoming recorded. Minutely, and everything will be judged. Therefore the Jamaraj is there. So, this is our position that Prakriti kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasa ahankara vimuratma. Anyone who is proud of his so-called knowledge, so-called experience, simply I believe, I think, it may be, suppose, what is this knowledge? All nonsense. When you get knowledge, susruma from the authority, that is knowledge. Otherwise all useless. All useless. Because your senses are imperfect. You cannot see properly. You cannot hear properly. You cannot touch properly. You cannot smell properly. These are your instruments for getting experience. You cannot go. How you can say in other planets there is no life? You cannot go. According to the scientists' calculation, they say that to go to the topmost planet, it will take 40,000 years. We are going to travel 40,000 years. But we are seeing the planets are there. Go there and see. You cannot estimate of one universe, which we are practically seeing. And in the Shastra here, there are millions of universes. Dasya prabha prabhavatu jagadanda koti, kotishu asesha vasudhadi vibhuti bhinnam, tad brahma niskalam ananta asesha bhutam, govindamadi purutam, tamang vaja. So, we have to take knowledge from Shastra. And who will teach me Shastra? Sadvijnanatham sa gurumeva vigache. Go to Guru. Sadvijnanatham. Just like you go to some superior person to learn something. That is the process. Similarly, the same process. You have to go to a person who has also heard. Susruma. You go to that. Not that to a person who says that I suppose, I believe, maybe, no. You go to the person who says, it is Susruma, we have heard it from others. You have to go to that person. Srotriyam Brahmanistam. Who is Guru? Srotriyam, who has properly heard. Srotriyam. And what is the result? Brahmanistam. By hearing, he is firmly convinced there is God. You have to go to such Guru. If you go to a Fakkar, what do you teach you? No. Fakkar means one who talks much without any knowledge. It's called Fakkar. So, everything in direction is there. Tadvijnanatham. If you want to know that science, then Tadvijnanatham guru meva. Must. Gachet, this verb is used when there is this sense must. If somebody says, all right, I shall learn even without going to any guru. No, that is not possible. Therefore this verb is used. Gachet, you must if you want to learn. Otherwise you remain in darkness. This is Vedic injunction. Sushruma, you must hear from the right source. Then you will get perfect knowledge. So therefore, whether there is witness or not witness, we cannot understand from a so-called professor. There is witness, Shastra says. And how can you deny it? If Surya, first word is Suburja. The Surya is the eyes of God. One eye. Another eye is moon. And it is described in the Shastra. Jat chakshuresha sabita sakalagrahana raja samastha suramurti asesha teja jasyagaya bhramati sanghritakala chakro govindamadipurisam tamang bhaja. So Surya, we can see that we have got some rays of the eyes 3 feet. But you see, from the 93 million miles away, he is seeing you. So brightly he is seeing. So you have to understand in that way. The Shastra says, here is the eye. Another eye, one after another, one after another. How you will escape? That is not possible. Therefore, we must be very cautious and, I mean to say, with sense we must act, and if we act according to the direction of the Shastra, then our position is safe. Otherwise, we are risking life. Risking life means this human life. Human life, the dog has got ear. We have got also ear. But the dog cannot understand Shastra. That is not possible. Or the elephant has got ear, very big ear. Does it mean that he can hear more? No. This is Askarda. One must be quite able to hear, to understand Shastra. Therefore Shastra is meant for the human society. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita you will find the Sanatana Goswami teaching, you will find Anadi Mohirmog Jeev Krishna Bhuli Gela Ataev Krishna Ved Purana Korila. Why these Vedas and Puranas are there? Just to remind us. The Veda Purana Korila. Veda with 4 Vedas and other literature abiding by the Vedas. Purana means supplementary Vedas. There are many historical incidences. They say mythology. No, it is not mythology. It is from selected historical incidences put together by the same Vedic instruction for common man. In the Vedas, the mantras are there, common man cannot understand. Janma tasya jataha athata brahma jigyasa. This Veda mantra goes on. But ordinary person, they cannot understand. Therefore, the same Vedas explain with reference to the historical incidences. That is called Puran. Puran means which completes. Purana. Purayati iti Puran. So, the Mayavadi philosophers, they say the Puranas are stories. No, the Bhagavad is Purana. It is full of stories. But what kind of stories? All Vedic instruction. Just like Ajamil. Ajamil began Itihas. The Bhagavad Puran is speaking Itihas in the beginning. It is there. Sukadeva Goswami is giving incidences of Itihas, history, example from the history. So this is actual fact. In order to convince Parikshit Maharaj how chanting of Hare Krishna mantra is powerful, he is giving a lesson from the history, how Ajamil was delivered, simply by chanting Narayana. This is the incident from the history. And it is history, the story begins, Karnakubji. Karnakubji is still there in India. Perhaps you have heard the name of Kanpur. So that is within the Karnakubji area. Karnakubji Dija, the Brahmin in Karnakubja, historical name is after. It is history. It is not story, mythology, no. The story, it is historical fact. Anything which is described in the Shastra, the Bhagavad is Mahapurana. Don't be misled. These are mythology. No, these are historical facts. And we have to learn the Vedic knowledge by the description selected from the history, so that we can easily understand. This is the purpose. So in this human form of life, we should be very careful what is ordered that you should do like this. It's like if you go to a medical man, so if you are diseased, the medical man, physician will give you a prescription that you take this medicine and you do not take this kind of food, you can take this kind of food. Ahara potha. So if you want to cure your material disease, then the two things are required, the medicine and the food. Potha, it is called potha. The proper food and proper medicine. The proper medicine is chanting Hare Krishna, and the proper food is Krishna Prasada. Take these two things, you are liberated. Thank you very much.
Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnava Sri Rupam Sakrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tvam Sajivam Sadaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This transcendental vibration by chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, is the sublime method for reviving our Krishna consciousness. As living spiritual soul, we are all originally Krishna conscious entities but due to our association with matter from time immemorial, our consciousness is now polluted by material atmosphere. In this polluted concept of life, we are all trying to exploit the resources of material nature, but actually we are becoming more and more entangled in our complexities. This illusion is called Maya, or hard struggle for existence, for winning over the stringent laws of material nature. This illusory struggle against the material nature can at once be stopped by revival of our Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is not an artificial imposition on the mind. This consciousness is the original energy of living entity. When we hear the transcendental vibration, this consciousness is revived, and the process is recommended by authorities for this age. By practical experience also, we can perceive that by chanting this Maha Mantra, or the great chanting for deliverance, one can at once feel transcendental ecstasy from the spiritual stratum. When one is factually on the plane of spiritual understanding, surpassing the stages of sense, mind and intelligence, one is situated on transcendental plane. This chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, is directly enacted from the spiritual platform, surpassing all lower status of consciousness, namely sensual, mental and intellectual. There is no need of understanding the language of the mantra, nor there is any need of mental speculation, nor any intellectual adjustment for chanting this Maha Mantra. It springs automatically from the spiritual platform, and as such, anyone can take part in this transcendental sound vibration without any previous qualification and dance in ecstasy.